Welcome, gentlemen. Where's the fact that says, hey bros, at the start of his stupid videos? Well, he's gone. And he may come back in the future. May. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's coming back, don't worry. This video is going to be different. As you can see, I'm in the replay interface or spectator interface. That's not a replay, I'm in the live game. I just paused it myself because of, yeah, the players can wait for me. On a more serious note, this is something that I wanted to do for quite a while and just didn't get the chance to do it. And I'll explain in a little. Okay, your first thought is probably, oh my god, SomaZ. Oh, SomaZ. Oh, come on, man. We watch your videos because you play your game live and we can see what you're doing. That's interesting. Watching your replay is freaking boring if it's not live. Why are you doing this? Did you have an epic game and forgot to record it or something? Nope, 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 nope. This is not even me. I'm not in this game. Oh my god, SomaZ. Oh, face palm. Don't tell me you're casting pro replays now. Come on, as if we don't have enough casters for pro replays. Nope, not a pro replay as well. To be honest, the skill level in this game is like 1650 average. SomaZ, what are you doing? Casting noob games now? Oh, okay, so the pro games are taken by other casters, so you're gonna cast noob games, huh? Well, sort of, but not really. The point of this video is gonna be very special. So this all started with a guy named Hugo and HoN, which is playing Flint Beastwood in this game, simply requesting, hey SomaZ, cast this game. It's good. It's good. So of course he probably did well in this game, and his name on YouTube is Kuragane, and I still remember him. I think he made requests a while ago. It takes me back, but anyway, the point of this video is that I'm gonna be casting the game, but I'm gonna put more emphasis on actually what the players do and try to point out mistakes and what can be done better, but also casting the game and just playing through it in a fast manner, you could say. So I will try focus on all players a little bit, but the main focus, of course, will be on Hugo and how he plays. So it's kind of like a review of your game style, so to speak. Of course, Hugo didn't have this in mind when he said cast this game. He probably thought, oh my god, I'm gonna say how Hugo is awesome and how he's doing really great and everything is just fine and his MMR should be like 100 higher than it is, but no. No, unfortunately for him, I'm just gonna be trying to help him out and also cast this hopefully awesome game. So we'll see how it goes. This is banning pick. I told you the MMR ranges, so you have a general idea. So I suppose let's get this game started. And before that, a few words. I know that, well, I don't know, that depends actually. But there might be a lot of people that want me to review their game or cast this game and maybe for me to say a few words about their playstyle and do a review of their game. And I'd honestly love to do that, but that's incredibly time consuming, so I have no idea how I'm gonna keep up with this. I mean, I have my request to do, and that's going fine. I mean, that's fine. But if I also plan to do this kind of thing where I review the gameplay and just good games, then it will take me quite a while, and honestly, I'm not sure if I can even keep up. That's definitely gonna be hard, so don't jump with your requests like for matches and stuff, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I can do yet. We'll see how it goes, and of course I'm doing this kind of thing for kind of the first time, so I'll be improving, hopefully. So there I hit play. Let's just see how this game goes. Take a look at the starting items while I'll blabble or babble, whatever you call it, like tell you about the game. Plus, I get to show off the awesome spectator interface that is in HoN. It's so good looking. I mean, seriously. Amazing stuff. So, let's say a few words about starting items at first. Myrmidon taking his wheat field, so I suppose that's okay, that's cool. Starting items are fine as well. He gets a ward. Also in the latest patch you now start with a career, so but this team got the career, looks like Blue got it and already got upgraded, so Blue is playing hardcore support and I really like that, So Predator going for standard items, so does Witchlayer for support, Kraken going something interesting, but he doesn't really need Logger's Hatchet. You can sometimes not pick it up on Kraken because of his passive, because it deals bonus damage, but it looks like Kraken didn't really pick it up and went for the first kill. Not sure I agree with this. Perhaps picking up the passive for a couple of extra hits early game would have been more beneficial, or going for the Logger's Hatchet then. So let's see, Hugo, he didn't level up his skills until the very last moment, and that is fine, He leveled up his first skill, which is really great. You should always level up your explosive flare first. And Myrmidon already in trouble, but looks like he's gonna be fine. Wasting his mana a lot, that was probably a mistake. There's no way he can kill him, and they're chasing him. They're probably intending to first blood, but I don't think they can do it. Most likely they will just waste a bunch of mana and stuff and be forced to go back. Or maybe they can kill him? What is Tundra doing? Except for nothing. Wow! They actually get the Bloodlust. Incredible mistake. Actually, let's rewind this a bit. The rewind button is here. So, just to make sure, instead of going back to the tower, Poliwag decided to make the mistake of chasing Flint Beastwood, and shortly after, he gets in a lot of trouble. His friend doesn't really help him or use his skills, his first skill at least, and he ends up dying. That's incredible. It's incredible to die like that. So Gigo goes for a punch dagger, which is fine at the start of the game. It is absolutely fine. Some runes for the health region, but from my experience, when you're mid, the better option is to go for a bottle, because to eat a tree you have to go back and potentially miss out on a lot of experience. So first blood was drawn by Hugo. A good starting gold boost, and looks like he already picked up something on the courier. Boots don't agree with this. No. Hugo, you should have saved up for a bottle. That was a mistake. A fast first blood, or bloodlust in this game, I suppose, means usually a bottle really fast, because it helps you keep up your health, mana, stay in the lane. Yet incredible rune control and free freaking flares. Oh my god, bottle is so much better than not freaking boots. Oh my god. Okay, enough about that rant. There are lanes. We see double ranged lane against Kraken, which has his passive off cooldown, but he's not really using it. He's pretty afraid of going in, which is weird considering he skipped the Logger's Hatchet and went for health items and defense items. And there he finally, he decided to turn back, whatever. Bottom lane is Predator, which is not jungler, which is really fun and cool, because the jungling Predator, I think it's weak, but I do it myself still to give the solo lane experience. Poliwag Priest under-leveled, warding the pull camp, which is nice. Although, to be honest, yeah, Poliwag is not the greatest player, as I see. And this Thunder, for some reason, not using his first skill. He could have used it on Witchlayer and helped him, but okay, I guess they're just not really good players. Also, about the the pulling camp. Personally, I prefer to wait until the first camp actually spawns and then place the ward, because I secretly, or should I say openly, really hope that the enemy team pulls without stacking. I really hope that they do that, because that's bad and they will just push the lane in my favor and I will be fighting near my tower. But it seems that that's not really necessary, as the lane is pushed anyway for some reason. Finally, a ward is placed. The first rune was missed. But wait, who's no, Warden is on the Hellborn team, so I suppose they had it warded, or at least Warden warded it himself. So other starting items, Tundra is going for a fast Blood Chalice on Tundra, fast Blood Chalice. Really, you should go for Logger's Hatch. It's honestly an imbalanced item on melee heroes. Trust me, it's really strong. It's really freaking strong. Witchslayer and Predator are picking up their boots to... Well, I suppose they're dominating their lane, so it doesn't really matter. They can pick up boots if they want. Polywalk Priest go for some pretty weird starting items, but I guess it's his choice to go for hit points. Didn't really help him though. He should have went for some overall stats in forms of more minor totems. That's what I think at least. And Warden, yeah, pretty standard items. Standard, stop going for stats. Those last hits, that hit points. A pull and stack. This guy is good because he stacked before pulling. He's good. Our friend Hugo coming top to gank with the double damage. The enemy team does not have wards, so he will most likely be successful. Doing great so far. His team is helping him out, which is good. Kraken should be careful because when he attacked Flux, the tower focused him down. Hugo is in trouble and he dies. Let's watch that again. I wonder if there's any hotkey to skip 10 seconds back. So let's pause this game and take a look. I'm sorry, this is my first video doing this kind of thing, so of course I'm not going to be perfect, but just in case, let's see. Jump to combat, blah blah blah, toggle frames. Fast forward, increase speed. No, it looks like there's no control for doing that. So he's getting attacked by the tower switches focus on Kraken, which is nice, but major creep lock. I guess it was a mistake because he decided to tank the creep wave. That's never a good thing to do. Really, you should look for creeps if they're near. You should really not engage the enemy team because creeps really do deal a lot of damage, especially early game. So let's have a look at the other stats and how's it going. Hugo has 2 creep kills, and 5 creep denies. Wow, dude. That's why you don't get marchers, because it doesn't help you last hit. Although your first, your first item punch dagger should have helped you, but it's not. Anything else notable? Noteworthy? Warden, I suppose he's having a pretty good farm. Take a look at the PM. Yeah, Predator is high above everyone, especially with those kills that he netted bottom lane. 1 kill and 2 assists. Assist goal is so broken. So let's see. Look at the items. No notable pickups except for Predator picking up his team boots, which is pretty huge. He switched them to intelligence, which I don't really agree with. You should switch them to strength. Let your mana regenerate and always switch them to intelligence when you really need it. You have to keep them on. Oh, he does have them on strength. Oh, I guess this is a mistake. Just an icon. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So let's have a look at others' skill builds. Kraken maxing out his 2nd skill. I don't agree with it. I think you should max out your 3rd skill. But I suppose that's his deal. Oh wait, hide this. Hugo staying back. I guess he's waiting for the item, which is... He's completed Ghost Marchers, which will hopefully help him get the last hits, but honestly he needs some health regen at this point. A bottle would have been a much better choice, bro. The invisibility rune was... not sure where it went. Did I miss it? Huh? And Witchslayer gets picked up because bottom lane has no wards for them. Well, that's a sad story. skill builds Predator maxing out his first skill and going for the third one instead of the ultimate. I guess that's because of the mana issues, but really the ultimate doesn't cause that much mana. I'm not sure I agree with that, but I sure as hell do agree that you want to max out your first skill instead of the third one if you're not jungling. Myrmidon, I'm not sure which skill order did he go for, but on level 4 it's good to grab an extra level of waveform. Suppose he doesn't really need it because they're up against bad opponents, and he's just hoping that the enemy is bad. Let's take a look at mid, where our friend is dying, and he's dead. Okay, since that sucks, I'm gonna rewind. Let's see. He could have seen this with the ward, but I guess he didn't pay attention. Watch the minimap. He's even taunted, and he doesn't notice it. Dude, you're taunted, and you don't notice it. Oh. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. So let's take a look at the GPMs now. Yeah, he's not doing really great, is he? His creep kills is 13, which is less than 2 creep kills per minute, which is really bad. The only one who's able to keep up at 3 or more creep kills per minute is Predator, so he's doing a really great job. And his GPM really reflects that. As for the other skill builds, Flux maxing out his first skill, which is the correct build on Flux. God damn it, guys, always max out your first skill because late game it becomes useless, early game it's freaking overpowered. God damn it, don't max out your second skill, max out your first one. Trust me on this. Your second skill gains some strength late game, but early game don't do it. Don't do it. And it shows that Flux is a pink player, of course. So Warden picking up his Ghost Marchers, that's fine, that's fine. I'll say more about Hugo a little in a second because I don't agree with a lot of stuff that he's doing. Speaking of which, he's ganking. As for other skill builds, yeah, I suppose that's fine, but actually no. Maxing out Entangle before the heal, not sure that's a good idea. Should have went for more heals and Entangle left it at level 2. Or actually, whatever. Missing some action on the top lane. Flux only getting those kills because of his first skill. Look at that, look at that. And Myrmidon is already low. That's why you max out your first skill. That's why it's so strong. Play Flux that way, not the other way where you max out your second skill like a baddie. Well, okay, I won't say baddie, that's a bad word. Scrub. So, Tundra maxing out his third skill instead of the second one, that's a perfectly valid build, especially since the second skill gains more strength late game, where vision is very important, and you basically go for the bird. The bird is good, the ground summon is kind of useless if you're playing against good opponents. Poliwag grabbing 1 level of his Polymorph and 1 level of his Tongue-Tied, which is good. And dying again because actually, let's take a look. Fast forward, and no, the sword cannot have seen that. No, he was dead. So some things I don't agree with Ego is, first of all, Ghost Marchers. Guys, Ghost Marchers is well, not terrible, but a really bad item on Flint Beastwood. Don't go for Ghost Marchers. And yeah, this guy drops because he decides 1 against 3 is a good idea, especially with Demented Shamaneer. But in any case, don't go Ghost Marchers, please, please, please. I wonder if I can see the guy. No, I cannot. Doesn't matter. Please go for Steam Boots. Your second skill is a percent based bonus damage skill, where you have a chance to mini stun and deal bonus damage. So attack speed will help you, and damage will not help you. So you want to go for attack speed on Flint Beastwood, not for damage. That's why you don't go for, say, Savage Mace instead of like going for an early Frostburn, because it gives you the attack speed that you need and provides the survivability, which also is provided by Steam Boots. So yeah, should have went Steam Boots. Ghost Marchers is honestly a bad idea. Finally, well, not finally, but having a health potion is good and all, but honestly, Flint Beastwood does have some mana issues. So because of those mana issues, you need the bottle. Flux is a really good player. I wonder if he can escape this somehow. But he's getting major creep blocked in. Actually, looks like he'll be fine because he's super tanky. That's good. It's really good. However, I'm not really sure I agree on Steam Boots. I suppose it makes you more tanky, but your second skill depends on attack damage and a little bit on strength, so actually, yeah, whatever. And it helps you chase and get into better positioning. Plus, it would have saved him there, so I'm not sure about that. Another thing I didn't like Yugo do is level up his third skill once. Why would you do that? Why level it up once? It's not like you have to have the skill. Kiting the enemy, okay, he should not have went after this guy. That's cool, he turned back, that's a good decision, I like that. Really like that. He used his health potion to heal himself, but okay, now he's leveling up his third skill first. That is a bad idea. Your second skill makes you super strong, gives you less hitting, gives you damage. Third skill gives you range. You already have Ghost Marchers to get away in most dangerous situations. Why do you need that range so badly? I mean, if you want to outrange towers, it's not really very helpful until super late in the game, when you can actually afford to stand and hit on that tower without really being afraid of the enemy heroes coming after you. Early game, you won't have the chance to do that, trust me. So, personally, I would prefer him not to level up his third skill at all. And he should have went for his second skill instead. That's a mistake on his part. So now he's picking up a fortified bracer, which is fine since he doesn't have a good farm, as you can see here. So when you're not having a good farm as a carry, just pick up a bracer for that extra survivability. That's just fine. Looks like he's starting to build his Frostburn, which is absolutely cool. Starting with the Firebrand, which gives you attack speed, which benefits the second skill, not the third one. Honestly, level up, max out first and second skills first. Well, of course, pick up the ulti when you can, but honestly, do not go for the third skill, that's a mistake. Let's see the item progression. Predator going for Fast and Sanitarius, which is very interesting. I kind of started going away from the Incendiarius build and more into the Soul's Bulwark build because it's so freaking good with the minus armor combined with his ultimate, which also gives minus armor. But that's just me. Other notable pickups: Kraken picking up Left Tube and dying, which that didn't really help him, did it? But he's not really having a good farm, so I don't blame him. Good kiting on that guy, but yeah, dying. Give me a sec, I'll rewind this. So just for a second, let's watch this from Yugo's point of view. As you can see, if he looked at the minimap in the middle of the battle, or just now, he could have seen that. Sure, he killed Flux, but in return, the enemy team got a few kills, potentially, or one at least, on the carry. That's pretty important. And 2 kills? Yep, they got 2 kills. So, a mistake not watching the minimap, should have just went back. Flynn B, you go. Bad mannering someone else when it's your fault? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man! Don't do this, bro. Let's see other builds. Dimension Shaman picking up more of his heal, that's fine. Third level of his Entangle provides the stun, which is very good, so I don't really mind against that. Warden maxing out his first 2 skills and screwing the third one, which is good. I really agree with that. Flux finally picking up his second skill, which is the correct build to go. Other notable item pickups, not really. Tundra finally finishing his Blood Chalice, going for Steam Boots, that's good. Go for Steam Boots and Tundra. Poliwag going for the correct build, just saying. Kraken going for that Helm of Black Legion, which will be pretty useless, considering it's not early game anymore. Should have went for something else, I think, like Soul's Bulwark, which is overpowered. Predator going for that key slow that he really needs. He really needs a slow or a stun or something. That's the only way Predator can really do something. He really needs it, so props to him for doing the great thing. Carefully staying back, auto-attacking, but tanking the creeps, which is bad. Go back, bro. Wait, why did you not go back? Looks like he survives because the enemy team is out of mana. That's fine. Who's the center hero hotkey? Center hero hotkey. What did I just press and why? I pressed R. What did R do? Did I screw something up? So let's speed this replay up a bit for double the speed. So I don't really, since we already got the idea of what's happening and how the game's progressing. Hellborn really doing a good job of keeping up the wards. Legion, the wards just expired, so I can't really say much about that. Scouting with the illusion, which is good, nice. Getting an idea of where the enemy heroes are. Hugo, still going for that Firebrand. Any other notable item pickups? Not really. Except Hugo finally finishing his Firebrand, which is cool. Maxing out his... Oh, come on, man. Why do you max out your third skill? Honestly, does that really help you that much? He's playing super passive when he should be dealing tons of damage in team fights, seriously. Poliwag going for the correct build and leveling up Morph instead of his Tongue. Tongue on level 1 is just fine, but Morph is what allows you to move after casting it, so maxing out that skill first is a better idea. No other notable pickups. Let's continue with the game. Let's slow this down. Let's see how Hugo acts in this team fight. Dealing damage from very, very high distance, keeping him safe. Oh no, going in. Which was a mistake, I think. Trying to help his ally, which is good, but a bit too late. And as you can see, that range didn't help him. What he should be doing with his range right now, if he did pick it up, is trying to kill those wards. He can do it with the range he has. That's what he should have been doing in this team fight, but his team taking a rather big blow. But looks like the golden experience advantage is on their side, so I can see how they can win this game. Hugo kill stealing quite a lot. Milk in a cup. I like milk, seriously guys, it's so good. Predator saving up a lot of gold. Going for that Frostburn, which is cool. Picking up his slow first, which is key on Predator. I really agree with that. Using your first skill to farm, I really agree with that. A big problem that a lot of people don't do with heroes that have AoE damage skills is they don't realize that they can use them to farm. I mean, wasting a little bit of mana is, of course, it doesn't sound like a super good idea or pleasant or anything. Yeah, sure. But imagine you using your skill once and killing like 4 creeps, like instead of auto-attacking, and say going to kill like neutral creeps 10-15 seconds later, because you killed all the creeps here with your skill and you go continue your farm 10-15 seconds later. You basically put yourself 10-15 seconds into the future in terms of your farm for a little bit of mana. Using your AoE skills to farm is something really underused, and I really like that he uses it for farming. But if he had Steam Boost, he could have switched them to Intelligence to do the shot and then switch them back to, like, say, Strength or Agility to save up some mana. Would have provided him in the end with like 1 extra AoE, but I guess it's his choice to go Smarters if he wants to be bad. So after picking up that Firebrand, he decides to skip Frostbrand and go straight for damage. Which, I'm not sure, he's going for, what is it called? Rift Shards, obviously, but I suppose he does have that kind of survivability with his Ghost Marchers, but and that movement speed from Firebrand, but really it requires really good positioning in teamfights, and that's not something he has, or at least showed in the previous fights. So here we see complete domination, or not. Like here, see, he's too close. He should be like, yeah, right at like that, fighting from a distance. And if he had Steam Boots here, he would have managed to do much more damage and have much more health. But he got lucky that he survived. That's fine. What Frostburn and Frostbrand gives you is not just the slow that is really good, since you manage to get more hits off, but also it gives you the survivability because you get strength and hit points. That's why it's so good. Not sure I agree with going for damage at 24 minutes into the game. You'll have your chance to get your damage items later, bro. The gold per minute he's finally grown to above normal levels, which is 250 for a carry. That's cool. Predator is staying at 350, but so is the enemy team Warden, which is pretty cool. In terms of skill builds, we pretty much saw everything already. No Warden getting caught out, but his team helping him. Oh my god, I love that. But Ego being the nice guy that he is, he kill steals. Like a nice guy, yeah. I won't talk a lot about skill builds anymore. Finally, Kraken realizes his mistakes and maxes out Splash. Too late, bro. It's not that useful now. Would have been more useful early in the game. Picking up the Steam Boost, which is what you should do on Kraken, because his third skill, the cooldown is reduced by 1 second each time you attack. One attack minus 1 second on the cooldown. Does it say this in the passive? No, it doesn't. Well, it does that, just so you know. Wait, can I view it like this? Yeah, attacking will reduce the cooldown by 1. So that's why you want Steam Boots. You want to make that extra few attacks, or one even attack, to bring your cooldown faster. And do a splash, which is very, very strong. At least early game, especially with the minus armor. Predator using his first skill to kill a creep. It doesn't matter at this point, he has a ton of mana. He can afford that, I suppose. Other skill builds, Myrmidon really going for waveform instead of his second skill. I don't agree with that at all. Like, this increases what? Magic damage reduction and the movement speed slow. Really? Instead of damage and stun, he goes for that. Don't agree with that at all. Good initiation and Emerald Warden. He will not survive this. And there he goes. He dies. At this point, Predator is super farm host, so he doesn't really care what happens. Ego surviving because the enemy team didn't really focus him down and he had a ton of allies near. But he's still low on health. If only he had other items, then he would have a better time and would have actually helped his team kill this guy, but now his teammates are in trouble, I would say, since this guy has double damage.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Good milk. So we see the scrub, namely Thundra, actually skipping his second skill in favor of stats. Bro, your second skill is freaking awesome late game because of the bird. Because of the solo lead, the bird. The bird. Imagine you were like running here top, trying to kill these guys, and oh my god, you summoned the bird. You send it flying here, and you see them. Oh my god, you see them, especially with that amazing, what? 1600 clear vision. That's freaking imbalanced. And then you get the kill. Or would you rather have +2 stats? I don't know. I guess you're weird like that. Flux going the correct build, so no other notable things. Oh, finally going for your second skill, bro. About time. I'm surprised it didn't go for stats instead. In terms of item pickups, some good stuff happening here. Tundra going for Helm the Black Legion so late in the game. It's useless at this point, especially against Predator. Poliwag going for Staff of the Master. I don't really mind that, but I just don't like Staff of the Master at all as an item. Flux going for a fast Frostwolf Skull. I'd argue that Oroki is more useful on Flux, but in this game, really, it's not the positioning that matters for the Hellborn team at this point. They're pretty far behind, so some extra stats would be better than initiation, because they can't really win team fights just like that. I could comment how the guys use their ultimates and all, but I think that's just pointless. You see how it's happening yourselves. Predator wasn't there, that's why they lost the team fight, but as you can see now they're winning. And in a pretty good way. Yeah, this game is over. 2 farm. Look at the gold per minute. The 2 top carries on the Legion side, far above those in the Hellborn. Predator actually going for that Frostwolf Skull, which is a really good item, trust me, especially for this slow. It's really good. Personally, I prefer Frostburn though, because it gives you extra attack speed and movement speed. Attack speed is good because it benefits your passive. But that's just me, that's just me. It's actually, he's not upgraded his charts. At this point, the game is pretty clear, so I'll speed it up to 2x speed. Okay, and the game is over. Just like that, you heard my concerns about which skills to level up and how I see the game from my point of view. I remind you that this is just my point of view, this is my opinion. I'm not the best player in the world, but I do think I can theorize pretty good. That's how I thought. I can slow the game down now and pause it because it doesn't really matter. So you heard my thoughts, you can just take it or pretty much ignore my opinion if you don't like it. That's your deal. You can play the game your way, I agree with that, but that's me giving my advice on how you should play, especially Hugo. Closing words about Hugo, go for Steam Boots because it benefits your second skill. Max out your second skill first, third skill later. And go for some more survivability items. Don't rush for damage this early in the game. You need your survivability more, and that's just essential to win. On such a squishy carry like Flint Beastwood. And I really liked that you maxed out your first skill, Explosive Flare, before anything else, which is good. I really agree with that. And overall, your item choices aren't super bad or anything. No, it's not bad, but it could have been better. And in team fights, you could have focused the Poliwag's wards a few times with your range, since you picked it up anyway, and could have had a bit more, a bit better positioning. So that's it. This is the first time for me. Of course, I'll be improving in the future, and I'll see you next time. I'm still trying to like, how is this possible? It should not work when I'm in game. Whatever. So I'm still like, I really want to keep bringing you the content, like my videos, at the usual pace. So I'm only doing this right after the Vindicator video, and hopefully I'll bring you the next request really soon. And I think that's pretty much everything I want to say. I just want to keep bringing you videos at the steady pace, and maybe add this as a bonus, and to those who want me to review their gameplay and tell a few words about how they're playing. Overall, a good game. Predator won this game for the Legion. He's a really good guy. Probably blue is his body, playing support, which I don't really mind. Getting the flying courier at the start is really amazing. Not every team can do that. Of course, this was pre-patched, so now that he started with a walking courier, we will see that much more often. Final stats, let's take a look. Predator an astonishing amount of creep kills. That's 5 creep kills per minute, which is amazing and shows why his gold per minute is so high. Above 2 creep kills but below 3 creep kills per minute on Hugo, which is fine I suppose since he focused more on kills, getting kills. That explains his high gold per minute. The enemy team I really liked how Flux played. Really smart. A good player. Warden tried his best as well. Tundra could have done much better. He just went for skills and items and basically didn't use them. Might have as well went for stats and that wouldn't make a difference. Actually, he didn't go for stats. And Polywog, Stuff of the Master is a bad item, trust me, but I really like that you maxed out your second skill before your third one. Good job, mate. And I'll see you guys next time. My voice is seriously dying. This is so hard commenting the games like this. Really puts strain in the voice. I can understand the commentators now more. Good thing I have milk though.